before he was on the meds, he was just very violent with it. As soon as he lost his temper a bit, he'd just be lashing out whoever was closest to him. And unfortunately, his little brother took a lot of the abuse. But since he's been on the meds, whilst he still loses his temper now, he's not violent anymore. Generally, he takes himself away. He loses control, which is much, much better. Still shouts and screams at you, but anyway.
Splash, 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 splash.
At the moment, him and his younger brother do play reasonably well together for short periods, depending on the mood of our other child has an autism diagnosis as well. He's a little more, intelligent's not the right word, but he's a little more knowledgeable, and his verbal skills, whilst Daniel's quite verbal, Joseph's expressive language is a lot better. And Daniel doesn't really take being bossed around.
Doesn't take instruction at all.
No, we tend to have to word instruction with Daniel very carefully so that it doesn't sound like you're instructing him.
Daniel, we've got a choice. We can use the hose to fill the bucket, or we can use the tap. Which one should we do? Use the hose, okay. Put it down in the bucket.
Let's go like this. Okay, let's go now. Okay, this is not working. I want to go this way, shall we?
He doesn't tend to talk much about anything he does at school, to be honest. Try as you might to get anything out of him, he just shuts down, actually, as soon as you ask him something.
I think he finds verbal instruction intimidating. The horses don't. Whilst they can push him around still, there's no verbal, and it's the verbal that sets him off mostly. If you're not really, really careful for every word you say to him, that can be enough just to spark him off, whereas the horses don't and can't do that. So he can be much more accepting of animals in that way, I think. I'm sure that's what it is, the big attraction with him. Because it is nice just to have a controlled, still a very controlled area, but still very free. It's just not the sort of opportunity you'd normally have with your child. And Daniel loves animals. He's always loved animals. He's very different on a day-to-day basis anyway. You have to take what you get each morning as you get up with him, really. I mean, today he's very much in his own little world. He knew he was coming here and that we were going to, and I've told him about that we were going to maybe do an obstacle course and that he'd be able to show the horses what to do and things. But so he's quite calm and he does seem very happy down here. He loves the open space and I imagined even before he started coming that he would. But he has surprised me how long you can get him to interact with the horses. That walking around the field a moment ago, you could actually keep him on task for quite some time. And that has been an improvement, I think, with Tanya, within his schoolwork as well. His concentration levels are better than they have been for some time, well, for many years, to be honest.
Oh, thanks!